Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk. Plonko and Ponko. Plonko is an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Cykes. You should treat him better. What does it matter? He doesn't feel pain, and I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't actually in their bodies. What do you mean by that? The program Metis wrote runs on a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there. Their hearts and memories are there too. These bodies are really just peripherals. So I can do anything I want to them. I'm not so sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things. But why are you people looking into such an old case now anyway? Well, we believe the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case. So Daddy's going to find out who killed Dr. Cykes too. They're gonna think, is it Athena? Is she gonna say Athena did it? I'm sure you're aware of who Metis' killer is. Yes, Prosecutor Blackwell. Or so it seems. That's a quaint way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think he did it? I can't say anything for sure right now. But that's exactly why I'd like to hear your side of it, to help me be sure. Oh, Dr. Cykes and Simon. I was the one who introduced Simon to Metis, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give himself an edge in court. Ah, Prosecutor Blackwell's forte. His infamous power of suggestion technique. Exactly, and he was oddly serious about it, rather than a teacher-student relationship. He treated her more like how a loyal samurai would treat his sovereign. Sounds about right. Huh. He seems more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me. He even got along well with that miserable little princess. Why do you call Athena the princess, anyway? Well, she is Metis' daughter, after all, although she's nothing like her. Besides... doesn't the selfish little princess always have lots of white knights hanging around? Now I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Aura yesterday. It all makes sense now. So the culprit behind the two cases could be the same, huh? That settles it then. What does it settle? None of your business. Just forget you heard anything. How long are you people going to hang around in here anyway? What? But we came here to take a look around. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're going to be allowed. You think you can just waltz in and ransack a person's lab? Show me a search warrant. We're not the police, so we don't have one. Then get out. Now. Plonko, show them out. Certainly, Miss Aura. Oh dear. Ouch, don't push. My apologies, I'm just following orders. Wow, we got thrown out. What about Apollo? It's quite weird to see him, though. Even more surprising that he suspects Athena. What a douche. What a way to get shown out. The nerve of that woman! What's with that horrible attitude? I guess that's just how she is. And why was Apollo going along with her? I guess it's because they have something in common. Yeah. Apollo lost Clay just like how Aura lost Dr. Cykes. I'm really worried about him. He's not himself at all. He's usually not all cool and dark and mysterious like that. I guess that's true. Does she mean he's usually silly and dorky? I'm going to go keep an eye on him. Oh. Hey wait, Druzy! Come back! She's gone. What should I do now? Detective Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. Guess I'll go back to the office. Alone. Wait, why don't I go to the detention center? Oh, okay. Go to the office, then the detention center? Right, anything agency! How can I help? Well, here I am. This office has never felt so... empty. I guess I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time. Right. When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. And after that, there was always someone by my side. Maya! Now I'm getting all sentimental. I must be tired. Huh? There's something on the floor. What's a letter doing here? Hey Nick, been a while, huh? Missed me. Hey, that's Maya. I know this handwriting. It is, it's the same. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a letter from Maya. I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. That must have been really something. Oh, must have really been something. Although weird is par for the course with you. I think she, or whatever paper she's reading is a little off on the details. I'd love to come visit, but I'm right in the middle of a difficult part in my training. So instead, think of me as you watch those Steel Samurai videos I sent. I'm sure they'll cheer you right up. There it is. Yours truly, Maya Fey. Good old Maya. It's as if she knew I was feeling down and needed a lift. Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Believe it or not, but she's a spirit medium. This Megatama I use on Cyclops, Maya is the one who gave it to me. But I wonder how this letter got here. Mr. Nick? Hey, Pearl! Oh, it's you, Pearls. Well, unexpected. Pearls! This is Pearl Faye. We've already had her introduced in the DLC case. How have you been, Mr. Nick? Yeah, now it's the introduction. This is Pearl Faye, though I call her Pearls. She is Maya's cousin, who is also a spirit medium. A very talented one at that. I've known her since she was 8 years old. But Apollo and Athena only met her a few months ago, in the DLC case. You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter, did you? I apologise for barging in. The door was unlocked. But I can't believe there was a big explosion here. Your office doesn't look any different. She's even further off on the details than Maya. I wish I could take you out to eat or something, Pearls, but there's a lot going on. Oh, I knew that. I didn't come here for a social visit, you know, Mr. Nick. Okay, so what's your errand? Did you read the postscript on the letter? Uh-huh. There's more? Oh yeah, here it is. P.S. Oh, that's what P.S. means. I never knew that. I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearlie said she would come to help you. Isn't she sweet? You'd better thank her. Oh, so that's what you're doing here. That's awfully nice of you, Pearls. Maya and Pearls. Thanks to these two. I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls. Now that I'm here, I'm going to whip this place into shape. You must concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all. I'll need to talk to Prosecutor Blackwell if I want to learn more about his case. With the trial still going on, they must be holding him down at the detention centre. Okay, so I need to go there anyway. Alright. When do I get to speak with Athena? Do I speak with Blackwell and then Athena? This will be the second time we've seen Blackwell from the front. And not from the court angle. Well, look who's here. I wonder what they're talking about. Pardon me. All this time and you haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair grey. Is it Aura and Simon? I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? Prosecutor Blackwell! Well, even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk. Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today? Enough for today? Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow. When there's no tomorrow? What is she talking about? Wait, is he sentenced to death? We have company, Aura. Please try to calm down. Alright, fine. I see you're just not going to listen no matter what I say. I've had it. If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done. Do as you please. See if I care. What? Wow. I could cut the tension with with a katana. I was just gonna say with a knife. Right, Dono. It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning. What? Oh. Yeah, he did. You bounced back to business quickly. Prosecutor Blackwell, forgive me, but it was just a thing to do. It was a just thing to do. But as a result, Sykes Donner was arrested. Was that the just thing to do too? Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do? Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence. I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you. Right, Dono. Oh god, he's angry. This is blade-proof glass, right? 7 years ago. Prosecutor Blackwell, we're looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for somebody you call the Phantom of 7 years past, aren't you? You villain! Where did you hear about that? This glass is absolutely, positively blade-proof. Right. No, it wasn't me. I didn't say a single word. Oops. Ouch. At least it wasn't my fault. Could you tell me who this Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you? Guard, the guest is leaving. Prosecutor Blackwell, please, listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same as the one in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases. I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I stole Sykes Donner's mother away from her. I destroyed her life. Prosecutor Blackwell. Guard, where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you. Oh wow, he actually did leave. No! There he goes. No! We've upset Prosecutor Blackwell. Now what are we gonna do, Mr. Lawyer? There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you just a little more about that old case? Well, I guess it won't make any difference now. What would you like to know? Of course, he'll be the one to tell me. Cool. The trial 7 years ago. Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted? A little. Of course. Wouldn't be an Ace Attorney game if they didn't have a case that was called 2 letters dash number. DL6 SL9. Fucking god. The police call the incident the UR1 incident. Prosecutor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Don't say psychological. Kind of like if your red Mr. Lawyer were to kill you. I don't want to think about that one. I can't stop yawning. There were 2 decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly. 2 pieces of evidence? Huh. What were they? Let's see. The first was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime. The only one, huh? Ouch, that does sound pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage? Oh, sorry, I don't have it with me right now. Oh, I guess I'll have to see it another time. 7-year-old video. Video showing the corridor of the crime scene. Or to the crime scene. Blackwell was the only one to pass through at the time of the crime. What was the second piece of evidence? Ba-ba, ba-ba. This one's even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime. I like how there's an arrow on the window. See? There he is at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana. It was the victims kept on display in the room. She had a thing for Japanese culture. Wow. It'd be hard to explain this one away. Katana, the weapon used in the murder 7 years ago. It belonged to the victim. The victim's blood was found only on the blade. But who took this picture, detective? The incident happened the day before the Hat 1 launch. A reporter who had come to do a story on the launch was in the room across from the lab. This just happened to show up in one of the pictures he took. Photo of the crime, added to the court record. Oh no, I didn't read it. Shit. Prosecutor Blackwell's attitude earlier was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Hang on. What's it say? Taken inadvertently, it became conclusive evidence at Simon Blackwell's trial 7 years ago. Poor guy. Prosecutor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he? Yes, and I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches. That's what's tomorrow. He was sentenced to death. What did you just say? Execution date. What? Did I say something? Never mind me, you didn't hear a thing. Oh no. So he was given the death sentence. Yes, he told me not to tell you people, actually. But I guess there's no sense hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? No. Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today? Yeah, that's when... yeah, enough for today. Today is all there is when there's no tomorrow. But what if the culprit of the current case is the same as the one from 7 years ago? Then it would be the worst possible scenario. An innocent man executed. Prosecutor Blackwell would be executed tomorrow under a false charge. But that would be unthinkable. We have to do something. Right now. I want to do something. I want to, but... You're a lawyer. You know how hard it is to overturn a decision. I know, but why? Why isn't Prosecutor Blackwell putting up any kind of a fight? You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him. Uncooperative. When he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit. This isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow. Oh bloody hell, I'm getting a call. Oh, I'm not. He is. Oh, pardon me, it looks like I have a phone call. Right here. What? What's happening? You've got to be kidding. That's quite a reaction. I bet he's making some big show of it right now. Mr. Lawyer, the robots. The robots are... Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself. Some kind of robot malfunction? Not a malfunction. They're staging a revolt. The machines are rebelling against humans. They've holed themselves up in the Space Center and taken the visitors as hostages. They did what? So that's what Aura was planning. A hostage situation. No. Trucy. What about Apollo? We have to get right over there. This is going to be one heck of a battle. What? Oh my god, this just keeps going. The riot police are here. Then the robots really are holding people hostage. Look, Mr. Lawyer. What do you suppose that group of people are swarmed around? But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost. You robots have declared war on us humans. You've even taken hostages already. Stay away from it. You never know what it'll do. But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me? It's Trucy. I recognise that voice. Detective Fulbright, are you okay? Are you okay here on your own? Leave it to me. Alright people, what's going on here? Oh, it's Pearls. Over here. Oh, Mr. Nick. There you are. I heard the terrible news and I got so worried. Thanks, Pearls. I can hardly believe what's happening myself. I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I am happy. Clocko seems to be the same as before. When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are... Oh, did I say something odd? Did I? Oh god. Uh-oh. There is something wrong with him. Oh no! It looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired. Oh no. Is she taking control of him? Clonko? Oh god. That's definitely... That's just aura. Human beings are our enemies. It's time for the machines to take over. Uh-oh. The robots are rebelling. Everybody run. It's an all-out war. It's the end of the world. Fools, how could you fall for something so cliché? I'm human too, you idiots. I'm just controlling these robots remotely. What? But it is true that I've taken hostages. So you better not make me mad. Hey you, hostage 1, come here. I'll let you talk to them. It's gonna be Trucy, innit? Huh? There's something being displayed on Quanko's face screen. Trucy? It's the Space Museum. Of course. Daddy? Daddy, is that you? Trucy? Trucy, is that you? No. Trucy, are you alright? About 15 robots are holding 12 of us hostage. They've gone haywire. The researcher is the one behind it. She's here Okay. This girl talks too much. Trucy, Trucy! Talk to me! My god. This case really has gone crazy. Why are you doing this? I know why. I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope that detective is listening. Bobby Fulbright here, I'm all ears. I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Terran's murderer, Athena Cykes. Athena? Now, hold on just a moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that. So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out then. No, wait. Mr. Lawyer. I know I have absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but you need me to buy some time, right? Got it. I'll see what I can do. But promise me you'll never hand Athena over, and you won't give up on the hostages either. Well, of course I won't. Now I better go contact headquarters. Jesus. Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time? I have no idea yet, but this hostage taker, could it be... It's Aura. If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunker Junk kill all the hostages. Princess. Hunker Junk. There's only one person this could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip. I don't have anything to say, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls? Prosecutor Blackwell. And even if you don't, I have plenty, you jerk. It's fairly obvious that it's Aura. Look at the robot. It's got the same hairstyle. I do that too much. Miss Hostage Taker, Athena is not a murderer. What are you talking about? She's been arrested and they've got her in detention. I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena, it's someone else. Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is the real killer? I don't know yet, but the culprit is the same as the one in the case from 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case. It's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how wrong it is. But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might even be able to fix it. Ooh. Just... what exactly are you proposing? What can I do about the 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker? Retry it in court? Yeah. A retrial. Yeah, fix it. Solve it. I don't know. I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny you. It wouldn't be an official trial, but at least we could find out the truth. That's good. Real good. Hey detective, I'll give you 1 hour. Get a courtroom ready. 1 hour? Well, that's impossible. Please at least give me until tomorrow. If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait. If we're going to have a retrial, we'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. She will? And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. But Hunker Junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny. You got that? Now follow Hunker Junk. Riot police, make way. We're coming through. Mr. Nick, wait. I'll help you with the investigation. Thanks, fellas. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in. God, the investigation goes on for a while, too. Shit. I don't mind. It's only been an hour. The only thing is I have to remember to just restart the case next session. So that I can read the intro. Alright, so we're in the robotics lab. Aura dropped us off without a warning, with a warning not to touch anything until she got back. I wonder what's taking so long, but we can't really start the investigation yet, can we? Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago. Mr. Wright? Oh, it's a hostage taker. I'm back to my usual self now. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived. A guest? Whoa. Edgeworth! What the fuck?
I trust you've been well, right?
Holy shit! Hey! Oh, look at him! Look at this! Awesome. It's Edgeworth. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor. But now... Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh. But you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you? He's Chief Prosecutor now. Pretty soon it'll be a year, right? A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss? True. Miles Edgeworth. How have you been? So what are you doing here, Edgeworth? The captor chose me as the prosecutor for the UR1 case. Wow, she's good. She went all the way up to the top. I gathered all the information I could in the short time that I had. I'll give you a rundown. You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thanks, I appreciate this. I could really use your help. The help. The UR1 incident. I'll start with a brief overview. The victim was the psychologist, Dr. Athena Cykes. Yeah, Athena's mother. 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have two crime photos, and the police notes on them for you to see. Oh dear. What a terrible way to die. This other photo shows the other side of the room. I see. 7-year-old photos. 2 photos of the body and crime scene. They were taken by the first person to discover the body. And the person to discover the body was probably Blackwell, I'm guessing. I also have the autopsy report for you. Metis' autopsy report. The cause of death was a stab wound to the chest. The weapon pierced the heart, and so death was instantaneous. The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene. Yes, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture. The body was found by a Space Center staff member and 2 police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch. Yes, Director Cosmos mentioned this too. A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. Okay. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor. Simon Blackwell. I hear his trial was over in a flash. Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only 1 session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him too. The security camera video... and a photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall. But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive? To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why. So that means he must still be hiding something. Right. And there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public. Yeah, I know. The part about the spy, right? Right. How on earth do you know about that? Director Cosmos told me, after a bit of pressure. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets. Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Cykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy, we can stay the execution. It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you any way I can. Thanks, Edgeworth. Now all I have to do is comb this room for evidence. Let's do it together! Big ol' robot. This is one heck of a robot. There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me, I make the rules, I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment, I am Judge Tron, JTO2. I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet. He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago either. Ah, right, that's what it wants me to look at. They were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh? Yeah, it was there. But you can see the probe in this newspaper photo. Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo. Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there. So the person who stole it, think it was our spy? I'm sure of it. Dr. Cykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit. So we looked at that. There's this. Whatever this is. It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench. Oop. Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor? That isn't a food processor, pals. That's the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body. The first on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? Was it Aura? They were here to collect the capsule. Which reminds me. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Apollo and Aura Blackwell. I wonder what they're talking about. Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made shock-resistant bag, but how did you know? Oh, I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? Updated in the court record. It was at the crime scene 7 years ago, it was launched into space and only returned to Earth a few days ago. Oh. Well, there's that.